Private Property is best known as South Africa's first and probably most popular online property marketplace. But the company has recently also embarked on a new journey in an effort to reach property shoppers wherever they are. Educate, empower, and one of the ways they are doing this is by hosting some pretty cool events like the Property Show, which allows the business and brand partners to engage personally, one-on-one, directly with the public about their property problems and property opportunities. And here to tell us all about it is the magic man, the magician, as he is called within the private property circles, Ben Jones, Property Show event manager. Ben, welcome back, buddy.
Thank you very much.
First of all, I'm going to say congratulations because I got to experience the Property Show from the Durban event. Beautifully run event, but just such an awesome experience. Got me thinking about property in a completely different way. But this is now the big one. For the last few months, you guys have been building towards this. What have you guys been up to? What's the big next reveal?
Yeah, so we ran the Durban show, which you attended. Huge success in terms of visitor numbers, exhibitors, people's expectations. And since then, we've been extremely busy planning not one, but two events in Sandton on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of October.
Wow.
The first day is the Friday, and that's a real estate industry summit. And that's really aimed at the property professionals, the industry themselves, giving insights and thought leadership on, the industry. And then, obviously, on the weekend, we move into the consumer market, where we look at, the property shoppers, the buyers, the sellers, the investors, and the renters. And that's the exhibition in Sandton too.
I loved at the Durban event, when you walk in, you're kind of forced to think about what hat you're wearing that day. And there are so many ways that you can channel. There was a lovely flow to it, but there were so many different sites that you could take in that different perspective. What's on offer at the Property Show and Josie?
Sure. So we basically cater for everyone in their property journey, from buying, selling, investing, and renting. The show really just has all the big industry brands under one roof and answers all those questions, from your financial service providers, your estate agents, your developers, your conveyancing law firms. Everyone, the whole spectrum is really there just to answer anything that you have related to property.
I loved seeing Mark Williams pop up there, but, a footballer that we absolutely love, but I didn't realize kind of a property mogul in his own right. There were some amazing speakers at that last event, people that you might be surprised to find in that space, but all offering very valuable insights. Any speakers, particular talks that you're looking out for?
Sure. Again, we've got amazing lineup of speakers. We've got DJ Euphonic, who's South Africa's probably most famous DJ, talking about his property journey and his investments, what he's learned along the way. We've got financial fitness bunny Nicolette Mashile, talking about property how-to, giving you tips and tricks, where to learn, what to do. And then the recent Survivor South Africa winner, Rob Bentele, he's going to be telling us about his recent property journey. And
because he came into a little bit of money.
And just basically, what he's learned along the way. And it really makes it very relatable to, the everyday person on the street.
No, I love that, man. Really interesting stuff. And inspiring as well, because when you see people that you can relate to kind of taking that step and investing in that way, it does plant that seed. I absolutely loved being able to see and experience a live auction. And I have a feeling that person scored at the Durban edition. Can you fill us in? Will we be able to experience that again? And what's the rationale there?
Okay, so we launched the live auction in the Durban show. We were very, excited about it. And
it's such an exciting experience to be a part of that.
And it really proved itself. I think 6 properties or 8 properties sold on the expo floor. Some guys, like you said, picked up some serious deals.
Really good deals.
And so what that's done for us is we're going to relaunch it or redo it again in Johannesburg.
Good.
It's sponsored by one of the biggest auction houses in South Africa, High Street Auctions, and they're going to be bringing along, expert speakers. It's actually an educational theatre, and then that leads nicely into a live auction. So you can pick up all the, tips and tricks and then use that in a live auction itself.
And you do get the etiquette on what to do and not to do with your hands as well, because I talk a lot with my hands, and I was worried that I would be doing a link and then inadvertently buy a house. But it really is something that you've got to see and experience. Any major highlights happening in the show that leap off the page for you?
I think the live auction is a major highlight, but also we've got a kids zone, so you can, put the kids in the kids zone and come down and learn about property, and then obviously visit the private property stand where we've got free coffee and chat to one of our consultants about property and get your questions answered. property is a huge investment, whether it's your first home, your second home, your fifth home, or your fifth property. That cycle changes every 5 to 7 years. The laws change, the regulations change. So if you're unsure and you have these questions, you need to come down to the Sandton Convention Centre and just get those questions answered. Rather feel at ease with your decision than not and make a terrible mistake.
I've got to ask, I'm thinking about tearing myself away from the rugby.
Just to let you guys know, we are going to be showcasing the rugby. I think.
Well done.
I think the Springboks will be playing over the weekend, and we will be showcasing that. Which is, let's come down to the Sandton Convention Centre and let's watch them win.
Very, very clever indeed. Dude, thank you so much, and good luck with final prep. I know it's a massive weekend for you guys. The Property Show takes place on the 19th and 20th of October at the Sandton ICC. If you're looking to purchase tickets, then you can head straight across to thepropertyshow.co.za.